So with strategy, how do you actually, like, what is the best platform to market on? And you're talking about how it's different for different models. How does that work? Is that based upon their specific look, and how does it work?
Like I said, that each model has a different look, a different niche. You might fit a MILF niche, an older niche, or a younger niche. And depending on her look is what platform you're going to focus on. So now in 2024, by far the best is Instagram. Before it used to be TikTok, so I used to focus on TikTok a lot. Reddit used to be super good, but now Instagram is by far the best because essentially you can build a long-term brand for the model. Like most of these other traffic sources and platforms, you get banned super quick, so you essentially always up and down, building up an account, get banned, back to square one. But with Instagram, it's a lot easier to not get banned and you can get unbanned very easily. So Instagram is the best by far. And growing models, that with my agency, we've grown multiple accounts to over 100k followers, and just knowing the algo, knowing how to go viral with short form content, by far the best with Instagram, TikTok. Instagram's better than TikTok now because TikTok's super strict. Didn't used to be, but now Instagram's by far the best.
So when, let's say you sign a model, like how do you go about actually figuring out like what her niche is? Or do you figure that before you sign someone? Do you have like an idea of how you're going to actually market that specific model?
So we have SOPs once we sign models. So we have our procedures that we go through, we have questionnaires, we have the model fill out, so we're like, okay, cool, what can we work with specifically with you? What do you have different about you? You might like to do yoga, you might like to meditate, you might like to dance, you might be super flexible, for example, and we look at what traits they have. If they don't have any specific hobbies or passions, we think of one that they'd be comfortable doing, and we just go down that, and we try multiple niches, multiple brand trends, multiple different ideas, and it's a testing phase. When you first onboard a model, you're testing what content, what trend, what brand, what can do the best first. Once you find that, you double down on it. And that's where like the growth of, let's say, 0 to 10k of a model is actually harder than 10 to 80k, because the minute you hit something working, you just double down, rinse it as much as possible, and then you can scale to over 50k a month with just one model.
So do you like A/B split test different like niches? Like one person, like one account for the model is like a football account, and then one is like pottery. Like do you do it like that, where you like split test everything?
So it varies. Like sometimes we test it like that, like let's say 5 accounts, 5 separate niches, but we also like to just test it on 1 or 2 accounts, because again, with niches, the audience might prefer one type than another. If we can directly see the difference in views, we can see, okay, even if it hasn't gone viral, it has a more base or average views. So with a better average views, we're like, okay, we can do more of this and just continue testing on one account rather than doing a bunch of accounts. I used to do that, but now Instagram, like the platforms get harder and harder and more, not saturated, but more things in place to not allow everyone to go viral. So now less accounts and testing on these accounts, the niches specifically on the same account, is a lot better.